can probably tell that I like to eat sweets, but sugar can be hidden in foods that we think are healthy. Family Nutrition Program Assistant Sherry Breslin is here today to help me reduce the amount of sugar that I eat. Welcome, Sherry.
Hi.
Tell me, how much sugar should a person eat in a day?
Well, there's really no set amount that we should aim for. I just like to tell people to keep it as low as they can. There's a few different recommendations. The World Health Organization will say no more than 10% of your total calories should come from sugar. And I've read that the typical American will have anywhere between 22 to 30 teaspoons of sugar a day, and it should be more like 6 to 9 teaspoons a day. So we're definitely getting too much.
And sugar is really not good for us. So there isn't a recommended amount that we should eat. It's a recommended amount we shouldn't eat.
Right.
Yeah, because sugar's bad. And really, what can eating too much sugar do?
If you're getting too much sugar, obviously it could lead to weight gain, cavities. If it's something high in sugar, it might also be high in calories and fat. So again, with weight gain, heart disease. So we really want to cut back on all kinds of sweets and even stuff that has some sugars that we wouldn't expect, which we'll get into in a second.
So let's just talk about a typical a soda. So how much, I'm looking at the label and it says it has 43 grams of sugar. And you were, is that about this much?
Yep,
sugar?
that's also what a 12-ounce bottle would look like. And then that's about 10 teaspoons. So if you're looking at grams, but if you want to get down to teaspoons, you would divide it by 4. So that was 43, and then that was about 10. So divide it by 4, and that'll get you how many teaspoons. So that is the same size as that.
Okay, and so let's talk about some of these other amounts. So you have labeled them all out here. This is 8 ounces of sugar.
An 8-ounce bottle. Well, it's an 8-ounce bottle with 7 teaspoons of sugar.
And might this be something like orange juice or a sugary drink?
Yep, it could be like
Kool-Aid.
a fruit juice. If it's only like 5 or 10% juice, it'll be really high in added sugar. So try to get 100% fruit juice if you can. So in that case, that's a lot of added sugar. So it would be one of the unhealthier juices out there.
And then what is this one demonstrating? I don't know if you can see the amount of sugar here.
Yeah, right up to there. That's going to
quart.
be 57 teaspoons of sugar in a 64-ounce container. So think also, again, another fruit juice, maybe Sunny D.
Lemonade.
Maybe. Lemonade, maybe an iced tea. So that's why water is really the best bet when it comes to drinking, because all the soft drinks out there are really high in added sugar.
So let's just talk a minute about how we would find hidden sugars. And I think to do that, we need to look at labels, right?
Yes.
So when we're looking at labels, what am I looking for in a label? Let's take this label, for instance.
So a lot of cereals have sugar in it, and a lot of us are surprised by that. Especially the ones that are aimed towards kids, they're going to be really high in sugar. I say if it's low on the shelf and it has a cartoon on it, it's probably going to be really high in sugar. So you really want to look at the label because you don't want to be giving our kids too much added sugars throughout the day. So if you want to look, this label right here says 0 grams of sugar.
And I even got fooled by this. And then compare it with the frosted ones, and they are
11
grams. So 0 versus 11. Now I said when I looked at total carbohydrates, and they're not that much different in total carbohydrates. This one is 40 versus 46. So I thought, oh well, I might as well eat the sugar, but it's not true really, because the carbohydrates includes other stuff, right?
Yes, there are other factors when you look at the total carbohydrates. If you're just looking at the grams of sugar, that'll help you compare which one is the lower one.
And then we're looking at tomato sauce, I see,
a lot
and
of people,
fruit bars.
People get surprised on also stuff like that, protein bars, meal replacement bars. Those are also really high in sugar. And some words that you can look for on a label could be if you see high fructose corn syrup, corn sweetener, molasses. These words also, if you see them, try to stay away because that's all the added sugars that we don't want in our diet.
And so really, even this much, if you think just this much, in one drink, that's more than you even need in one day.
Exactly. So you can see how it adds up and that we get way too much on any given day.
You have a piece of candy and you're really, you're really out of luck.
Yes.
But what about natural sugars, fruit sugar, things like that?
Those are the better ones. So our body recognizes them better. Of course, this kind of sugar, it is going to give our bodies energy, but it's not providing any nutrients, so it could actually lead to nutrient deficiencies. So, and it's all empty calories. So definitely go with the natural sugars found in our fruits and dairy products.
Thank you, Sherry, for telling us all about sugar.
Thank you for having me.
Checking the labels for sugar content is a good way to reduce the amounts that we eat.